Hello, welcome to another ramble, another INFJ ramble. Today's topic is going to touch on when in doubt, choose the route that will give you peace of mind. I just made that up. Anyways, um, actually, there's a lot of sense that goes along with that. So I've noticed through my observations of different people, including myself, um, so many options everywhere. And I think that breeds indecision because you're just overwhelmed with all these options. What do I choose? If I choose this, it'll like play out this way, but if I choose this, it'll play out that way, and this and that, and this and that, and that, and it just never ends, right? Part of the madness, for sure. Part of the madness. So, yeah, I just tell people, I can't decide for you because you and I are completely different. Choose what gives you peace of mind. And it baffles me because a lot of people just don't know. They're like, well, I don't know. Well, you should know what is best for you, not anyone else. So I think it just has to do with being overwhelmed and overloaded with, again, an excessive amount of information. And then the mind likes to like play all these different channels and yeah, just get out of your mind, see how something feels, because you'll know, like if you step out of your mind, listen to how something feels, you'll know right away if it's good for you or not. And this pertains to food, this pertains to drink, this pertains to company, this pertains to relationships, jobs, living situation, living circle, everything. What gives you peace of mind? Um, I've noticed, how do I say this? Yeah, everyone's just so indecisive, and it's really not that hard. You just need to process of elimination, like what is gonna make you feel best, and nobody else can tell you what's best for you. They can tell you what's best for them, you know. Um, but everything aside, yeah, I can't really help you. You need to figure that out on your own. I can offer suggestions, I can offer advice, but again, that is applicable to me based on my personal experience, and that may not be applicable to you based on your experience. So, yeah, like I said, just tune into the feeling. Like, for instance, if you're looking at, and this happens to me when I shop, it's weird. Like, I'll be drawn to specific items and very specific items, and everything else just is very unappealing to me. And so that's why I say, like, go off of your feeling, you know? When I'm walking on the beach and there's billions of grains of sand and billions of little rocks and debris, I'll be drawn to a specific thing. You know what I mean? And you can tell based on how you feel. I think a lot of people have just been programmed to predominantly navigate through their intellect, and oh, that is an endless abyss, let me tell you. Because you just keep creating scenarios and scenarios and scenarios and expectations and controlling, and oh, it just never ends. So get out of the mind and just kind of tune into what you feel is right for you. Um, in regards to relationships, I feel you're around the right people when they lift your spirit. If something feels dense or heavy or suffocating or just really, really, really heavy, I think that's a sign that either something has to shift, maybe them, maybe you, but something has to shift. And it's probably not in alignment with your highest self. So that's how I know. Like, for instance, like people I talk to, company I keep, if you're not elevating me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, then I'm just going to keep it real. You're probably just not in alignment with my needs and my soul. So you got to go over there. And I totally respect you and accept you and love you as you are. But there's obviously a disconnect that's detrimental to our well-beings, and maybe even a chemical reaction that is not alkaline and it's acidic, So, I mean, obviously, you learn a lot of great lessons from these interactions. However, as far as keeping them in your life, probably not in your best interest. So, I've told my partner many times over, and it's funny, when you're in a long-term relationship, there is a lot of opportunity for growth and understanding on deeper levels, let me tell you. And usually people who don't stay in relationships for too long, they just kind of like touch and go, so they don't really penetrate the layers and don't really open themselves up to dimensions that could essentially help them to grow. You know what I mean? Because it's a touch and go thing. You just touch the surface and, on to the next. And usually it's on a loop. Like, you just kind of keep attracting the same people into your life that, you know, give you the same things because you haven't learned what you needed to learn. So you're just kind of like skimming surfaces, and that's where you're at. Long-term relationships give you opportunities to explore deeper realms for sure. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, I was telling my partner, and I keep reminding my partner, and he's a beautiful person, really great person. I'm not trying to make him sound like he's not. But, obviously you have conflict in certain arenas of the relationship that need to be resolved. And sometimes people use harsh tones, harsh words. And I keep telling him, reminding him, and also reminding myself, that if you really love something, you wouldn't hurt it. You wouldn't hurt it. You wouldn't inflict pain, right? If you really love something. So, yeah, you'd use kind words. You'd use a kind tone. You would invest your time and energy and attention into caring for a particular person or thing. You wouldn't try to harm it or, use like toxic words or behaviors or habits. You know what I mean? I think that's what love is. It elevates you, Anything that is not love suppresses you, constrains you, and it is definitely conflicting with who you are, And that's why, I don't know, I think that's the great thing about INFJs. We're just so loving. Like, I feel like we do. We love everything unconditionally. Like, I know, like, I'm not trying to exonerate myself, but I've had a lot of encounters where strangers will just tell me their life story and, tell me, like, all the trauma that they've undergone or they're currently undergoing. And they usually end it by telling me, whoa, I've never told anyone that before. And I like talking to you. It's because we're completely understanding and unconditional with our love, like we understand you. I think because we can see through like, we can see through the masks and through the bullshit. I think that's what pisses us off when people try to put on fronts or pretend or fake anything inauthentic, right? Because we're interested in the real. We're interested in you and what is, But yeah, you'll know what is good for you if it brings you peace of mind, if it lifts your spirits. And if it doesn't, then you really have to take a step back and assess the situation, So that's my little ditty. And also to just really hone in on your needs, because you won't know what you need until you know what you need, if that even makes sense. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Blessings to one and all. Amen.